Let them speak. Review patterns 1 to 15. Please repeat or answer. How do you like this snake? What type of snake is this? Who managed to catch this snake? Aren't you supposed to stay away from snakes like this? Does it look like it can bite you? Isn't it too large to pick up? I can't help but feeling scared. Aren't you afraid to go near it? All it does is lay there. Isn't it set to bite you? Isn't it all right to feed snakes like the one here? Will you have difficulty getting away from this snake? Has the snake been resting there a long time? Will you keep the snake from going near the kids? Is the snake ready to begin moving away? Who let the snake come into the room? Has he begun making sandals? Has he got to wear those glasses? Are most of the sandals for girls? What type of leather is he trying to use? Will he be done making the sandals soon? Are you used to buying handmade sandals? Are these the same as your sandals? How many sandals is he able to make in one day? Wouldn't you prefer wearing regular shoes in the winter? Will these sandals cost more than factory-made sandals? Do you know how to do this? Aren't you interested in learning it? Who helps him to make these sandals? Will you get to try his sandals on? Don't you enjoy wearing sandals in the summer? Do women wear sandals more than men wear sandals? Are you thinking of buying sandals soon? Will you get your mother to buy them for you? Don't they look frozen? Do you see the ice covering all of the cherries? Is it all right if they let them freeze? Won't they have to throw them away? Did they end up ruining the cherries? Isn't it too late to pick them? There is no point keeping these cherries. Shouldn't they have picked them earlier? Weren't they supposed to pick these before the ice storm? Is it worth trying to eat these cherries? Have you had the chance to make a cherry pie? Don't they taste great? How many cherries do you need to make a pie? Doesn't it taste better than an apple pie? Do cherries taste like apples? Aren't pies hard to make? Is your mother going to be teaching you? Do you look forward to learning? Does it look like he is trying to look strong? Isn't he about to scream? Is he showing most of his muscles? Did he manage to look really strong? Is his baby sister starting to dump her food on the table? He ought to help his sister eat. Will he be able to help stop her from doing that? Wasn't he supposed to be taking care of his sister? Haven't both of them taken their shirts off? Is it okay if he doesn't take care of her? All the baby is doing is making a mess. Did you see the baby start to dump the food? Did the baby wind up dumping most of the food on the floor? Which child looks like they have food all over their face? Will this make their mother mad? Isn't he in the middle of sleeping? Are you almost as old as him? Can you hear him snoring? Don't older people tend to sleep more than younger people? Do you tend to open your mouth like this? Is it all right to sleep just after lunch? What are his teeth like? Has he lost almost all of his teeth? Has he kept most of his bottom teeth? Didn't he manage to keep some of his teeth? Will he have a hard time eating a steak? Won't he have a hard time sleeping at night? Should he have taken off his coat? Isn't his hair longer than yours? Has he started to snore? How can you make him stop snoring? Who let him take a nap on the bed? You may as well let him keep sleeping. When is he going to be waking up? Has he been dreaming? He can't help sleeping in the afternoon. How many kids do you see standing there? Which kids were able to keep their mouths closed? Is the older kid keeping them from walking away? Does it look like they're having fun? Which kid looks the youngest? How is the older boy trying to stop them from running away? Do they all look like good friends? Where have they decided to go after this? Aren't they anxious to go there? Haven't you had the opportunity to go there? Would you prefer going there on the weekend? Which one of them is smiling the most? Who got the smaller kids to smile? Are those boys as young as your brother? Did some of them used to live near you? Are they thinking about asking you to go with them? Didn't you get to go there before with them? How old does the baby look? Doesn't the baby boy look peaceful? Would you sit in one of these as a baby? Does it look like his eyes are smiling? Don't you feel like picking him up? Is he supposed to be putting that in his mouth? Is it too big to put it all in his mouth? Doesn't it look like he enjoys biting it? How does it taste? He may choke on it. Who will come over to take it from him? Won't he get angry? Will it make him cry? Do you hear his mother talking to him? Will his mom let him put this in his mouth? Is your hair as short as his hair? Will his mother try to comb it? When will the baby begin to feel hungry? Who looks forward to feeding the baby the most? Doesn't he have any customers? All he's doing is just sitting there. Do they let him sell things there? Isn't it dangerous to sell things there? Where is he going to weigh the peanuts? How much do the peanuts weigh? Has he sold most of the peanuts? What does it look like he's trying to do? How much will it cost to buy a few peanuts? Did he almost sell most of the things in the left container? Can you see any of his customers? Will he be able to make a lot of money there? Is it all right if he decides to go home early? He may as well go home early. Have they just finished putting the puzzle together? Doesn't it look like it was fun to do? Is this worth doing with your aunt? How many pieces did they have to put together? Who helped the little girl to finish doing the puzzle? Did they have trouble putting it together? Were they missing any of the pieces? Which one of them knows how to put these together the best? Which part of the puzzle was the most difficult to do? Are they sticking their tongues out like the dogs? Aren't they interested in starting to do a new puzzle now? When are they thinking about doing a new puzzle? Don't you have to be patient? Is it all right if they don't have all of the pieces? Where do they plan on putting the finished puzzle? Did they wind up having a lot of fun together? Is he supposed to be smoking at his office? Is it okay to smoke there? Does it smell like he's been smoking? What has he been drinking? Do you see him reading some book? Isn't he too old to read that kind of book? What kind of book has he decided to read? Are you interested in reading those kinds of books? Does it help him to relax? When will he be ready to go back to work? Will he have the chance to finish reading it during his break? Does he look like the small statue next to him? Isn't he in the middle of praying? Is he shocked to see you coming toward him? Was he supposed to put the white oil on his head? Is it all right not to put it on his head? What is he about to put in his mouth? Did you get to go there? Are you scared to look at the statue? How many necklaces is he wearing? Is it all right if he goes there with no shirt? What would you like to ask him to do? Does he feel comfortable there? When does he hope to bring his family there? Do many people enjoy going to pray there? How many parts of the egg are you able to see? Which part of the egg is the biggest? Is it the same as a regular chicken egg? How many days was the chicken in the egg? Was it easy to break out? Did it have a hard time trying to get out? Who helped the chicken to get out? Did it manage to walk away? Have you seen it walking around? Don't you feel like catching it? Are you as fast as a chicken? Aren't they too quick to catch? Who is in the middle of cutting his hair? Is the barber's hair longer than the other man? What is the barber's hair like? Are you going to cut your hair like that? Doesn't it look wild? Does it make him look like a chicken? Will you let him cut your hair? Who is looking in the mirror? Are you able to see both of the people in the mirror? Is the customer interested in watching the barber? Will he continue looking in the mirror? Is the barber almost done cutting his hair? Does he pretend to like the haircut? Will he get the barber to dye his hair? Is the barber going to be cutting almost all of his hair? Are any other people there waiting for a haircut? They might as well sit down. There is no point rushing the barber. Hasn't the barber got to pay attention to his customer? Doesn't it look like a world map? Where do you want to go on the map? Did they manage to draw all of the world on the map? Have you had the chance to go to many of the places on the map? Will this help her to understand the world? Wasn't it worth doing? She better not wash her hands. Won't she have a difficult time drawing it again? Which continent is the biggest? Do you feel like drawing this on your hands? Who helped her to draw this? Aren't you surprised she was able to do this by herself? Would you prefer drawing this on a piece of paper?